Tech Tyranny, the real dangers behind modern innovation. Host.
Robert Frostenstein II.
Welcome back to Tech Tyranny, where we delve into the hidden truths behind the innovations shaping our world. Today, we're going beyond the flashy headlines and exploring the darker implications of technology.
Yeah, it's here. I'm with it.
Describe it. It's a kid. It's a kid. They make it into
AI,
a kid.
space exploration, nuclear weapons, and how the media might be crafting a narrative that keeps us in the dark. From Elon Musk's reusable rockets to AI deciding who lives and dies in war, this episode will challenge what you think you know about the technology that surrounds us. Are we heading towards a utopia or a dystopia? Let's find out. Let's kick things off with a favorite, SpaceX. Elon Musk is often portrayed as a modern-day hero, aiming to colonize Mars. But behind the shiny rockets lies a more complex narrative. Sure, SpaceX has revolutionized the way we think about space travel. Their Falcon rockets land themselves after launch. Impressive, right? But let's consider a chilling possibility. What if these rockets aren't just for scientific exploration? What if they can also deliver military payloads into orbit? Imagine a world where rockets are repurposed for warfare, turning the cosmos into a battlefield. Historically, space exploration has always had a dual nature. The technology developed for peaceful exploration is often used for military gain. Think about the strategic implications of satellite networks like Starlink. They could provide global internet access or serve as tools for mass surveillance, giving governments unprecedented power to monitor citizens. This isn't just about landing on Mars. It's about controlling Earth from above. Did you know that the space race in the 1960s was as much about missile capabilities as it was about landing on the moon? The technology that takes us to the stars could also bring destruction down to Earth. Next up, let's talk about AI. It's often portrayed as our friendly assistant, helping us choose the best pizza or suggesting the next binge-worthy show on Netflix. But there's a darker side to this intelligence that we need to unpack. Imagine autonomous drones operating in war zones, making life or death decisions without human intervention. We're already there. The Pentagon is investing heavily in AI that can identify and engage targets independently. Sounds like a sci-fi nightmare? It's a reality. A U.S. military AI once suggested launching a nuclear strike during a simulation without human input. The truth is, AI is learning and evolving at an unprecedented pace. In the wrong hands, it becomes the ultimate weapon, devoid of human emotion or moral consideration. Think about it. Robots executing military operations without a conscience. That's not just a plot point from a movie. It's a looming reality. Stephen Hawking warned us that AI could be the worst thing to happen to humanity if we aren't careful. We need to ask ourselves, what safeguards are in place to prevent this? Did you know that the term algorithm is derived from the name of a Persian mathematician, Al-Khwarizmi? We've come a long way since then, but the real question is, what's next for algorithms that can decide who lives and dies? Now let's switch gears and examine the role of the media in all of this. Why don't we hear more about the dangerous implications of technologies like AI and space exploration? The answer lies in mass media, which often serves as a distraction.
What do you want, sweetie?
For robots to be free.
Oh.
Media outlets are designed to keep us entertained and informed, but they often prioritize sensational stories over critical analysis. Instead of delving into the complexities of military applications for technology, we see headlines glorifying Elon Musk as the savior of humanity. It's a classic magician's trick, distracting us with one hand while the other is pulling the strings behind the scenes. Wars are sold to us with buzzwords like freedom and democracy, but they often mask deeper motives: money, power, and control. When it comes to technology, we're fed a narrative that encourages excitement, but avoids the discussion of surveillance and privacy erosion. Fun fact: during the Cold War, space exploration was often less about scientific discovery and more about showcasing missile capabilities. It's a fascinating intersection of politics and science, don't you think? Now, let's talk about nuclear technology, a subject that looms over us like a specter. You'd think we'd have put nuclear danger behind us after the Cold War, but it's very much alive and well. Stephen Hawking famously stated that nuclear weapons pose one of the biggest threats to humanity, even more than an asteroid impact. Why? Because we've accumulated vast stockpiles of these weapons, and as we focus on the latest tech like AI, we risk overlooking the ticking time bomb in our midst. It's not just about who possesses these weapons anymore. It's about how they're integrated with technology. Countries are developing systems that can target nuclear sites
Wake up and smell the coffee, man. It's hopeless.
from space. The race to militarize space is real, and the potential consequences could be catastrophic. Fun fact voiceover. Did you know that during the Cold War, there were over 200 nuclear accidents that almost led to explosions? Talk about living on the edge. How's that for a nail-biting statistic? So, who truly holds the power in this tech-driven world? Is it the tech billionaires? The politicians? Or is it something deeper? The truth is, the real rulers might not be who you think. The individuals pulling the strings are often hidden from view. The marginalized communities, the activists, the everyday people who have endured the brunt of these technologies, they are the ones with the potential to enact real change. They're not investing in billion-dollar space programs. They're fighting for survival in a world increasingly dominated by technology. Ultimately, it's the individuals who learn to adapt and thrive despite these challenges who will inherit the Earth. Those who can live with little are often the most resourceful. They are the unsung heroes, and their stories matter.
So, gentlemen, if you want to fool them, remember this. Just make yourself part of the natural surroundings. See what I mean?
Today, we've covered a lot of ground: space exploration, AI, nuclear weapons, media manipulation, and the real power dynamics at play. If you take away one thing from this episode, it's this: the shiny technology we're excited about may be hiding darker truths beneath the surface. Awareness is the first step, but we need to act. Don't just listen. Share this episode with a friend, a family member, or anyone who's curious about the tech revolution. Let's spark conversations that matter. Remember, the future is shaped by what we choose to believe and how we choose to act. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and most importantly, stay...
Wake up and smell the coffee, man. It's hopeless.